This is getting out of hand. It took less than 2 weeks for the price of Final Fantasy Collector Booster Boxes to literally double. And it's very likely that by the end of MagicCon Vegas weekend, they will be triple the MSRP price. So should you be buying these if this is something that you want to own? Is the price ever going to come down? This is everything you need to know about Final Fantasy Collector Boosters in the market right now in 3 minutes or less. I know it's crazy, but the actual collector box price was supposed to be like $440 on these things. This morning I saw Professor post this on Blue Sky, literally talking about the fact that these have gone from $800 to $1,200 since him making the video a couple days ago. That's nuts. And even though they were marked up, which is not that uncommon, collector boxes often are a little bit marked up by retailers, you can see they were still pre-selling back in April for like $600. It's pretty unprecedented to see this level of price activity on a new product like this. I mean, we usually see a markup on collector boosters. If it's a hot set, they'll sell out quickly, right? Tarkir Dragonstorm, those went up in price. So like, we were gonna base this data on some of the other Universes Beyond and premium sets that have been out there, just to kind of get a sense, like, will these be going up more? The first place we'd want to look is Lord of the Rings Special Edition, because this is the set notoriously that has just skyrocketed in the last few months. I was digging around to try to remember what these actually cost at release. DraftIM.com was talking about booster boxes versus booster packs, and they referenced $328 as the price, the retail price on these. And I remember nobody wanted these when they first came out. 6 months after release, they'd gone up like $100 a box. Okay, that's like not totally uncommon for a sold out set, some kind of collectible piece. But today they sell for almost $2,000 a box, and that's up from $1,400 back in February, because I actually traded for one back in February at $1,400. If we look at Lord of the Rings regular collector boosters, they've also pretty much doubled in their MSRP, and this is without the One of One ring even being out there anymore to elevate the prices of these. Because again, 6 months after release, you could buy Lord of the Rings collector booster boxes, regular ones, for about $100 more than the MSRP. Fallout collector booster boxes got down to $500. They've doubled in the last year. And so this comes back down to that initial question, right? Should you be buying Final Fantasy collector packs if this is something that you want to own long term, you want to hold on to, you want to be able to open up in a year or 2 years? The short answer is yes. I think these are going nowhere but up. They might like flatten at one point, but I just think that in 2 years, 3 years, when more people are getting into Magic, they're like, oh, there was a Final Fantasy set? Crazy. And there was these fancy packs you could open Surge foils in? Even crazier. As long as there is a golden Chocobo serialized card out on the market that hasn't yet been opened and posted, I think these things are going to still have a crazy high premium. The one difference is that these had a whole bunch of different 1 in 100 serialized cards you could open, like Ancient Tomb and the One Ring, and really good cards. And they were significantly underprinted. So I don't think that you're going to see Final Fantasy reaching $2,000 that quickly, but I'll be honest, even if these things flatten out, I don't see them going for anything less than $1,000 ever again. I think realistically, probably, we might be looking at the end of the year and these are already $1,500 or $2,000. They could get there sooner. As a piece of context, I'll leave you with this. I had a friend of mine that owed me a couple $1,000s in store credit on a deal we did together, and he had a whole bunch of Final Fantasy boxes, so I took boxes instead of dual lands. He was the one that recommended it, told me he was sure they were going up. I haven't even received them in the mail yet, and they've gone up almost $500 a box.